good, sharing, protecting, or something bad, controlling, selfish. Do you think you are a loving person? Yes or no?
Yes!
Okay. Very resounding. Actually, before the lessons, I checked the VIA result report. Love is ranked 12.8 out of 27 in your class. So some of you actually put value love a lot. It could be as high as the first character. Which one is not counted as volunteer service? Some of them are actually quite obvious. For example, selling flags and visiting those low-income families or something. But sometimes we kind of ignore that what we have done in our daily life is actually can actually be considered as one of those volunteer service. For example, share your umbrella with someone else. For example, stay on your right side when you're taking the lift. For example, just help someone else to lift their properties and smile, saying hi to your friends.
Hi.
Some people they are actually very generous in their daily life. For example, some people they use the tissue or something to press a button or hold it or for him or herself. And then I saw actually some of them would do it the favor for the others. Have you been to those situations? Yes or no? Yeah. I think when you do something kind to others, it's actually spreading out to others as well.
I think the killer actually loves her girlfriend, however, in a wrong way. As what he's doing is trying to occupy his girlfriend. The way that his girlfriend proposed to break up, I think has mentally caused this killer to mentally broken down, and as a result, all he's trying to do is to occupy his girlfriend and to try not to let her go. However, the way he did it is totally wrong by killing somebody. It is a wrong way of loving. However, I still feel that the killer is loved or
this is not a simple yes or no. I would like to ask you to reflect and digest what we have gone through in the lesson. And then try to evaluate yourself. Are you still a yes or no loving person? Why are you clapping? Yeah, I think some of you. So I would like to go through a bit of the responses that I asked you to do yesterday. I asked you the definition of love before this lesson. And I would like to go through some of them. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through all of them because of time limitation. The anonymous said that romantic attraction between two people. Of course, at this age, I would expect you to say, when we talk about love, probably one of the first things in your mind would be romantic love. Can you read it out for us? Yeah, just read it out.
Love is something that does not have a definition and does not require definition. It is a deep feeling that occurs naturally when you know.
I think this one is written by yourself, right?
Yes, with the help of internet.
Who is his neighbor? Where do you still remember where is he from? At the beginning of the video. Yeah, Australia. So whom is he serving now? What Jesus is teaching us is that even they don't, then you still have to love him or her or them. This is what Bible is teaching us. Difficult, but still. For example, let's put in a situation. If someone cheats, then do you still have to love him or her? Yes, you do. Difficult, but yes.
How do you balance loving your enemy and defending what is righteous?
Oh. No, but actually, there is no contradiction. People say that, oh, you defend something. Does it mean that, for example, let's say punishment in the class. For example, if someone compound him, did something bad in the classroom, I give you punishment. But does it mean that I do not love you? No. Actually, in the Bible, Jesus, God did a lot of things, punishment, but he did it for love. But some people just did it for hatred. I think your idea is very, your original thoughts or intention is very, very important. You can do the same thing, but with different intention. Jesus showed us what unconditional love is. Basically, I try to conclude it. It involves three things: with action, no return, and love your neighbor. So the first one, I changed it all a little bit. Love without expecting anything in return. Sometimes when we love someone or something, we actually look for some return. For example, if you have a brother, then you treat him well or treat them well, kind of you expect in the following day, then you will expect something. If he slap you on the face after, then you probably feel this is not something very right? So we don't look for anything in return. Elements of this unconditional love is love your neighbor. Of course, we actually I remember we have mentioned something like this before earlier in the previous lesson, but I just would like to still spend some time going through a bit of it. And when we say neighbor, we are not just saying the one who is sitting next to you, but sometimes we even don't see the one sitting next to us is our friend. But anyway, Jesus is not just talking about the one sitting next to you or living next to you. He was actually referring those people who could be strangers or sometimes those people you dislike or even hate. A key factor in unconditional love. Let's take a look of what Jesus did. At his time, he didn't just ask people to do things. He didn't ask, hey, I'm just saying you have to love someone. Hey, Josh, you have to love someone. Hey, Hong Him, you have to love someone. He himself did it as well. He showed a lot of examples. For example, healing the blind people, the disabled person, and then